All right, first one in the morning, finally. Surprised around all these rocks we didn't find another one. First one in the morning on the popper. It's that little Excite Baits villain. Little pounder there, chubby dude. Thank you, sir. Got him. Can you guys even see that? Oh, fighting better. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Dummy me. I was kind of fishing to my side. Some good grass over here that kind of comes up on these rocks. He feels better. Are you a better fish, sir? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Look at that chunk on a popper. Feeding in here around the grass. The popper, you know, I said this morning I had a popper tied on and I was like, don't want to throw it again. I've been throwing it a lot this year, but hey, that's why. All right, survey says, oh, look at that. 3 pounds, 3 ounces, almost a 3 1/4 to start the morning out. There was a whole bunch of bait fish over here jumping. Look at that chunko. Yes. Bunch of bait fish over here jumping in the grass by the rocks. Off he goes. Well, I don't feel I need to say it anymore. It's kind of been a broken record this year. Poppers, they catch fish. I haven't been throwing them enough this year. I made up for it. Oh, got that one on tape, huh? Yes. Oh, and the no, I was gonna say he's down in that grass. Come off. In the grass, buried himself down in the grass. Son of a gun. Well, it's a good sign we're getting bites. I didn't want to be losing fish. Dang it. I know what you're thinking. With all this grass and I'm picking it off, why not throw a frog? Guess what I didn't bring today? Frog. Didn't even bring a frog. Got that one. Had to come back over to the grass. This time you stay up out of that grass. Oh, that stuff gets thick down there. There we go. Coming out this way. Oh, another decent fish. Oh yeah. Another 1.5 pound. We'll take that all day, baby. All day. On the popper. He might be closer to it too. Look at that. And woof that thing. That's what you want to see. You know, they are feeding on some bait fish back here in this grass. When you get bites like that. All right, there we go. Another 1 3/4 pounds. Closer to a 2-pounder. We will take it on the little popper. Excite Baits villain. One of the other ones I've been testing this year. Another good. Kind of has BBs and a hard knock to it. Walks really good. It's got that smaller cup mouth. Oh man, does it get any more fun than a little popper fishing in the morning, huh? Look at that. Little bone and orange. Yeah! There's one. Finally. Had to get closer to the vegetation again. I tried some rocky points and nothing. Vegetation and rocks. That's what they've been, between the vegetation and rocks. Okay, can we replicate that more around the lake? All right. Another popper fishing. Such a good topwater for me this year. Crushing them. Lots of fun this morning. One of those mornings where got stuff to do for my daughter today. So only got a few hours this morning. If you only got a few hours, get out and fish. Catch some pounders, catch some 3-pounders, one that was close to a 2-pounder. Maybe I just keep completing the ladder here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get a 4? 4, 4, and 4, and get out of here and 4 hours. Oh, the Debo, not a popper. Oh my golly. Oh, how did he not stay hooked? Oh, son of a biscuit. Dude, I hammered that thing. Oh, he must have had a mouth of grass with it. Oh my gosh, dude, come up and just slammed it. Got daggum mink coming out to me. What's up, Mr. Mink? Look at him. Looks like a little ferret swimming through there. Hey, feller. See ya. With his little feet. There he is, looking at me like, what the heck is that thing? Look at him jumping. There we go. After quite a lull, found one by the wood. The old woodfish. Bit of a lull there on the popper, dang it. We hit a couple other pockets. Tried around some grass, nothing. That guy was sitting by the log. Logs usually hold a fish. There we go. Thank you, sir. One more on the popper. Little bone popper with some orange accents. It's a purdy popper. Excite Baits Villain. New one this year-ish, I think. Been a solid little popper. I've had a couple real good days just on this one alone. Poppers as a whole, oh, absolutely Donkey Kong smashed it this year. All right, back to the grass where we started. Didn't take many casts in here. Oh, son. Let him jump one too many times. Dang it.
All right, fishing friends, that was the trip, and it was a bunch of fun catching fish on the popper. Have y'all been tired of seeing the popper videos? By far, best topwater of the year for me. I made more of an effort to throw it this year, and look at that. I done caught fish on it, but this is a cool one, newer one. Come out earlier this year. I want to say maybe at the end of last year, but Excite Baits. They've also got the Heckler, which is the topwater walking bait. I've showed you that before. But it's a cool little popper. It's got that small mouth on it. You can see some more of like the Rico, Yellow Magic, some of these other poppers that don't have as big of a, a cupped, a concave mouth for really like burping. This kind of does more of a subtle little splash to it. The sound, it's kind of got like a hard knock and BBs in it, so it's kind of this mix. But this is their the bone color. I forget the exact color. I'll leave the lure and all the gear that I'm using linked below that I'm going over. But really cool color. I like that bone with a little bit of bright orange on it, a little bit of purple up there just to gussy it up a little bit. But cool looking little bait, good action on it, and it walks really well. And that's something that I tell people a lot is popper doesn't always have to be fished super slow. It is usually more of a target bait for me, but in smaller spots like that, around those grass edges, those little grass pockets, that's where I was catching all the fish in this video. And that was a few weeks ago. I'm guessing some of that grass is starting to die off by now. We've had multiple cold fronts come through. We had frost. But that day it was all around those little grass pockets, those little holes where all those fish were. So a bait like that, you can walk pretty quick. It doesn't have a ton of drag to it, a real big mouth. So if you want one you fish slow, you can look for one with a little bit bigger mouth. You really want that broop, broop, the big bubble. Other times I like to walk it like that. It looks like a little bait fish. Now the combo, this is the Shimano Corrado rod. I really like this one. I had a 6, I think it was the 610 that I lost in the Great Kayak Disaster of 24. But anyway, this is the 6-foot medium. These Corrado rods, I think, are a really good buy for the money. They feel good in hand, pretty darn light. Let me show you here. 6/8 medium lures rated for 1/4 to 3/4 ounce, and it feels really good in hand. I like a little bit shorter rod like this for my poppers, jerk baits, stuff like that. So, you know, if you're fishing from the bank, you're not hitting rocks and a bunch of the, you know, plants and stuff in front of you. Fishing from the kayak, it's nice too, or, you know, boat, you might be able to go a little bit longer, but I tend to like a little bit shorter rod, just easier to work, you know, when I'm constantly popping or, you know, working a jerk bait, that type of action. It's extremely comfortable in hand. There you can see the grip on it. I always put the reel or the rod trigger deal there between my pinky and ring finger. Fits extremely perfect there. Even when I'm fingering the line here, I don't usually do that on top waters and stuff, but this one, it's so small and compact, and I think that helps because of the reel. That's the Shimano Corrado, the 70 MGL. So it's a good small feel, you know, reel in hand. Not for the big baits and stuff, you know, for the more finesse stuff, but for top waters, jerk baits, anything where I'm going to have that in hand, you know, doing some sort of action all day, as opposed to just, you know, something that I'm casting out and I can just reel it like this, you know. So it doesn't have to be as small of a reel, you know, a 200 size reel or whatever. To me, is comfortable doing that all day on something that I'm just casting and reeling. But something like this, or a Texas rig or jig, where I want to make sure my finger is here working it. I want to make sure the whole combo fits in hand and locks in just like this and is comfortable to hold it the whole day. As for the line, I'm running some P-Line copolymer, the Topwater on it. It's not the 15 pound. I think I put 10 or 12 pound on that one. I don't remember for sure, but that's been a good line, good and soft, supple, you know, similar to like a mono. This one is supposed to have, you know, some properties of each, abrasion resistance, low memory, that type of stuff. But if not, if you're looking for a good budget alternative, still the Trilene in the red box, Trilene XL, still my favorite mono to date. I like the crystal clear blue because out in the sun, your line will kind of have this bluish hue to it, so you know exactly which ones got mono on it. But listen, comment below. I want to know what has been your best, most producing topwater lure of the year. I probably said it 57 times in this video that it was the popper for me, but it really was. It seemed like wherever I went, if I tied on a popper and looked for a topwater bite, I could usually find it. So let me know from you all. Subscribe, fishing friend. Goes to Mr. Keith Powell. He was saying you're going to love those rod sleeves he's talking about. These Evolve rod sleeves that I showed you in the other video, and actually I just put in a small tackle warehouse order and got a couple more of these because I really do like all the features. The little round rubber piece here so your hooks and stuff don't get caught in it. Up on the tip here, it's got a round piece that's hard up there. I mean, it's still a soft rubber, but pretty hard to protect the tip of your rod that goes up in there. And it's got the elastic tie down here that you put on your reel handle, so it doesn't come off. I really like those. So thank you for watching, and thank you everybody else who continues to watch these videos. Y'all blow me away. Some dude in his basement doing fishing videos, and y'all support me. Love y'all. Thanks, and until next time.